Are you okay with getting comfortable, chilling, mailing it in, waiting around on inspiration? If this is as high as you ever got, not career success-wise, but from a skill level, like have you wrote your best song? Did you leave no stone unturned creatively? When you put yourself in uncomfortable moments, you find out a lot about yourself. And usually you find out that you're capable of rising to that bar that's set by that uncomfortable situation.
Art support.
Recommended meditation to me, which I had already dabbled with, but she gave me her experience with meditation, and I took that seed that she planted and was like, yo, I'm gonna revisit this. And I meditated every day that year and got up to twice a day, sometimes 3 a day. So thank you, Catherine. And you hear the album that came out from that, you know what I mean, from that process. So yes. Meditation for me is more like being present. I'm not trying to think anything. I'm not praying about anything. I'm just still observing. So if my mind is racing, and it might be nerves, or it might be there's a bill due, or it might be this is happening in the family, I'm noticing it, and I'm trying to
let it go.
Let it go, but also not fight it. Bring my attention back to like my breathing, something that's currently happening, the sound of that fan. I just listen and try to like focus on that. And what you'll notice is like my mind will start going to something else. Like, oh, my mom said something on the phone, boom, boom, boom. And I'll start thinking about that. And I might go on a 30-second trip on that thought.
So you like meditation has like become a thing, like a regular part of your life?
I do it when I get a little anxiety, you know what I mean? Or a lot of anxiety, when there's like a stressful situation. That's what I don't like about myself is like, I want to become disciplined to where it is a part of my life every day. When things are like good or things are like a little stressful. So like I haven't done an interview in mad long. So like before I come up here, I'm feeling like I'm excited, but it's also like, oh, it's a little nerves. Like it would feel like before I go on a big show or something.
You have an amazing gift for storytelling.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Man.
I mean, seriously, an amazing gift. That gift comes from where?
Oh, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just know I started gravitating to that. Like I started off just rapping about nothing.
Yeah.
More like battle raps. Like I'm better than you raps.
Right.
You know what I mean? And once I really started like fall in love with the art more and like really pay attention to my favorites, Pac, Nas, it was the stories that I gravitated to. I think about all my favorite artists, period, and they're just amazing storytellers. And that's what I just, emulated, and eventually there's been points in my life where it's like, to be a rapper, you gotta always keep your pen sharp and like be ready to go into battle at any time, the competition, the sport of rap. And there's been times in my career where it's just like, that's so far from where I wanna be. You know, it's like, I'm just interested in telling stories and like, getting across a message and a theme. And if I get chills, I know, that's when I know. Like, oh, if I tell a story that's like, that's when I know, so. It takes somebody who's vulnerable and like broken and gives them a way to like plug that hole. Even there's kids that like love me, love my music, and it's like to them I represent something more than just the music.
What do you say to them?
I say to them that like I don't want that to be the case. I don't want to mean that much to you, not because I don't care about you, but because I actually care about you. I want you to get to a place where no artist, celebrity, even person in your life can have that much meaning to you where it like dominates your life. You know what I mean? Whereas what's pulling my strings? What's forcing me to want this shit so bad that I do this?
Yeah.
And we're to blame as a society because like we promote that. I mean, obviously we were born into this, but we promote that and we award that. We award a certain monetary level that you hit. We award a certain amount of followers that you hit. We award a certain amount of clout that you get. We support it.
Yeah.
We can't look away. A video come up right now, somebody put a video in the chat, this little rapper do this, boom, boom, I'm clicking that shit. You get another choice. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all or nothing. It's not like, yo, I popped the perk, like, I fucked up.
What's wrong with you?
Nah, it's like, bro, it's cool, choose wise, like, you got another shot. It's an empowering
It is.
statement. It puts the power, like, in your hands, and it's like, you always got the choice to, like,
you know, it's not, nothing's final.
Yeah.
You always got a chance today to like be the person you want to be. I went to Does Skate Zone, and they had a part of their show where they invited, yo, all the MCs that's in the crowd, if you want to get up and rock, come up. I'm 14. I'm the youngest dude in there, me and Said. Everybody else, 19, 20, 24, whatever. I get on stage as a 14-year-old, scrawny, skinny. I sounded like a girl. My voice was high-pitched. I was nervous as hell, but as soon as they passed me the microphone, I destroyed that shit. I was the best on the stage with all these older dudes, and that's when dudes from Bomb Shelter was like, he wasn't lying. He really got it like that. And we started working, and they became my mentors, and Does Skate Zone. Millions of dollars was on my mind at that time. I was dead broke. There was no time to relax, go hang out, party. No, I was broke. I needed millions. I saw, even when I had negative money in my account, which was very often, I saw millions in my future. I wanted safety, comfort, security, ease, no more stress. Tired of watching people stress. Tired of watching people fucking scrape and pawn shit just to pay this, and you know what I mean? I was tired of that shit, tired of being that myself. So that was my theme, you know what I mean? At that time, no time to chill, I'm trying to get meals.
But the stories that you tell, and this is true for some artists and not true for other artists, the stories that you tell are, especially on this project, such personal stories.
Right.
And it seems to me, I'm not an artist, but it seems to me that one has to get to a place of feeling a certain level of comfort to be transparent enough to share those stories.
Right.
So how does one navigate to that particular place?
You know, what's funny is I was telling these stories I'm a bedroom artist. I come from the bedroom generation of artists where I got my first beat machine. I was making beats downstairs in the house. I was writing in my room. You know, I had this door closed. So when you got the door closed and you're writing these songs, no one's around to hear them. And so I had these songs that would like say super personal details about my life or like really give you insight that some people might find embarrassing or like might not want to reveal that type of information. But for me, it was like no one was listening. It was like, you know, I'm not a real, I don't really talk about my problems with my friends. I'm a real introverted person, so that was my way of getting it out. And I never thought about the other part that was like, yo, somebody's gonna hear this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one day somebody's gonna hear this.
In your case, a whole bunch of people are gonna hear it, yeah.
Right, so I got in the habit of telling those stories when no one was listening. It just so happens now we're at a point in my career where like everybody's listening, so it's, you know, it's cool.
If I stayed in the studio anything less than 12 hours before I had kids, it was a failure of a day. About 2 years into being a father, I remember like, oh, you need a schedule where your family knows that this is your time in the studio and this is the time when I'm at home on family mode. It's something that I needed to do because I'm not gonna shortcut on the family side. This past 5 years has been a fight against comfort. I was chilling. What I noticed was with that feeling of comfort, I'm like, damn, this is the moment that a lot of your favorite rappers hit a crossroad where they did what the fuck they set out to do, and then the fruits of their labor started working against them. That same energy and that same like passion they put into the craft was gone, and it was replaced by like comfort. Are you okay with getting comfortable, chilling, mailing it in, waiting around on inspiration? If this is as high as you ever got, not career success-wise, but from a skill level, like have you wrote your best song? Did you leave no stone unturned creatively? When you put yourself in uncomfortable moments, you find out a lot about yourself. And usually you find out that you're capable of rising to that bar that's set by that uncomfortable situation.